Coming up this week on Vegas Revealed, wave that flag, Wayne. Vegas Revealed is there as the Vegas icon helps to christen the largest F1 attraction in the world.
Then Debbie Gibson brings some electric youth to the Nevada Ballet Black and White Ball.
Being a humanitarian first, that's the meaning in my life, really.
As Gibson is honored as Woman of the Year, we are with the pop icon getting details of her upcoming memoir.
Bring mom to church at Gospel Brunch. An EDM collaboration is headed to Sphere. And did Luenell just offer me a job?
Now, what are you going to be doing? Because I'm going to need a co-star.
Yeah.
I will be there. I will be your Ed McMahon.
Hey, I thought you were my sidekick.
I'm not going anywhere.
We have a packed show headed your way this week on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. I'm Sean McAllister, along with Dana Roselli. Thanks for joining us this week.
All right. Well, I'm not a huge EDM fan, okay? But I totally get why people like it. However, this event and show coming to Sphere looks incredible. I might actually have to go. And apparently people are wanting to go because they keep adding shows.
This is pretty spectacular. Two of the world's most iconic music festival creators are joining forces for a show experience that's called Unity, and it's debuting at Sphere coming up in August.
Yeah, they also, as I mentioned, keep adding more dates, so pay attention. There's a lot of people looking forward to this one. It's a partnership between US-based Insomniac and Belgium's Tomorrowland. The audio-visual spectacle will immerse people in a new dimension of music and storytelling through state-of-the-art technology. It really does look cool, and we're only looking at the outside, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like on the inside.
Well, and what's exciting about this is back when Sphere opened, we were told, we're just scratching the surface of what can be done here. And having these kind of electronic dance music events, and especially when you have creators teaming up, to create something spectacular. That's exciting to see.
I know. And I love the variety of things they're doing over there. Like you kind of said, we've got some country music, we've got boy bands, we've got classic bands, and we have, DJs and EDM events now taking place at Sphere. So it's pretty cool.
Very smart. Well, for 14 years, Absinthe has been packing people into their circus tent over at Caesar's Palace. And the show just marked the occasion with an anniversary show and a party.
As usual, the Absinthe cast put on an over-the-top show and an unexpected performance. The after party was Bavarian-themed with lots of beer and pretzels to go around. So congratulations to the cast and crew of Absinthe on 14 years.
The world's largest F1 attraction opens May 2nd over at Grand Prix Plaza. The Las Vegas F1 headquarters is transformed into 3 immersive attractions.
Right. We stopped over for a preview of the space, and race fans are really going to love this. Vegas icon Wayne Newton was there to wave the checkered flag for the inaugural lap of the F1 kart experience. There's also an exhibit that brings you up close with F1 artifacts. You can design your own car too. There's a huge store there, food, drink. Each of the 3 attractions at Grand Prix Plaza is ticketed separately. And again, doors open to the public on May 2nd. And I think definitely if you're an F1 fan, you're going to absolutely love this. If not, and you don't know much about it, you can go there, play around, and also learn more.
Yeah, I was going to say this is a great way to get people interested in F1 if you're not already familiar with the sport. Of course, it's big in Europe and other places around the world, but here in the U.S., fans are just getting their feet wet.
Right. Well, moving over to the arts now. For 53 years, the Nevada Ballet Theater has been bringing arts to the Las Vegas community and delivering.
Yeah, each year they host a black and white ball honoring a Woman of the Year. This year, that honor was given to pop icon Debbie Gibson.
We were there for the special evening and talked to Debbie about the achievement and her upcoming memoir that's due out this fall.
Tell me what kind of honor it is for you to be celebrated tonight.
Just to hear you say that is like, what? It's funny because, I've been doing this going on 39 years this summer, publicly, and yet it's just coming into that phase in my life where I get to be the queen tonight. I mean, it's like not a familiar feeling, and it's so incredible. And the Nevada Ballet Theater is like, it's such a perfect fit because I'm such a fan of youth arts programs, and so I've just gotten to see firsthand now all that they do for the community, and it's so incredible.
What do you have coming up? Because I know that you're always on the go. You always have plans and projects.
So there's a lot of touring coming up. Like I'll be in Chile and a couple of dates in Canada. I haven't done a lot of international touring lately, and so that's exciting to be getting back into that. And my book, my memoir, Eternally Electric's coming out September 9th.
Oh my gosh, what has it been like writing your memoir?
Dana might have a shout out somewhere. It's tough, man. It's so tough because like it makes me realize that I could even just take my theater productions I've done. That could be a whole book. Like picking and choosing what I elaborate on is interesting. There are things also like stories I want to tell that I told that are a lesson, but I don't like calling people out in a way like if it's not necessary, right? So I'm more about a colleague of mine that I worked with.
Right.
This is what happened, da 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 da. And those were tricky decisions for me because, I don't want to be wimpy about like telling the truth and telling my story, but it's my story I'm telling. So I'm also very protective of other people.
And so is there an overarching message that you have in the book?
I mean, the word that just came to mind when you asked that is resilience. It's really, like, it makes me, because it's really a book about resilience. And I think that that's everybody, like, nobody knows what somebody is going through or went through. And I've been through kind of all the major life stressors that most people have gone through. And, I think I'm like a cat. I keep landing on my feet. It's also not without a team, and I talk a lot about my team and my friends and the theater community and all the communities that I've leaned on, because I'm a big community person, which, to bring it full circle, is why this is also meaningful.
And tonight, Nevada Ballet Theater, how important is it for people to go out and see live performance, whether it's a concert or ballet or any sort of live theater?
So important. Like, I went to see my friend Donny Osmond the other day, and I've seen him so many times, but the food for the soul that is a live show is everything. And the Nevada Ballet, like, I grew up singing in the Metropolitan Opera in the children's chorus, and very similarly, to hear that symphonic sound, to be transported back to that kind of tradition that has nothing to do with social media, and like everyone's attention span has gotten small, and you are forced to expand when you watch art live in a theater.
Right.
And you're forced to be patient and take it in. But I do believe it like shifts energy, and then you leave nourished, fulfilled by it. So it's so important, and Nevada Ballet does such beautiful work.
Debbie put on a great performance, a montage of all her best songs, and the crowd loved it. So it was great to see her honored. She is a Las Vegas resident, and so it's nice to see her being acknowledged here in the community.
Fashion Show Las Vegas has a new experience you can check out while dining or shopping over there. It's called Domino Effect. It's a lively art installation that turns that classic domino toppling game into a vibrant symphony of sound and color. It is free to see and play. It's located right there in the Great Hall. It features 120 oversized glowing dominoes spanning over 200 feet.
Fun. Coming up, are you cool enough to get into a Vegas day club? Of course you are. Everyone is welcome. How to reserve your spot and make it easy.
Maybe in the past, you weren't sure if you were going to get in or what the situation at the door was going to be. All that's done now.
That's coming up next on Vegas Revealed.
If your California home or property was damaged by wildfires and you've already filed an insurance claim, listen closely. You could still be owed more compensation, even if you have received an insurance check. Galindo Law is here to help you with a free claim review. Let us review your case and help you get the financial compensation you may deserve. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
It's the only place in the world where I see a crazy pool party in the middle of the afternoon, under the sun, everyone wearing a bikini. It's like the sexiest party on the planet. It's unbelievable.
Welcome back. That is David Guetta talking about the day club scene here in Las Vegas and how unique it is to our city.
I know. You know, it really is. And David has a residency, if you didn't know, over at Fontainebleau at Live Beach and Live Las Vegas, if you want to go check him out. But while we were there interviewing him, and that ran last week, we also had to get some tips on how to get into these pool day clubs and nightclubs. And don't worry, we deliver.
Any recommendations for people who are like, I don't know, I'm intimidated. I want to go to this, but like, how do I will I get in? Will I have to wait in line? Do I book ahead? Do I pay ahead?
I love that question because so often people are like, I don't know, like, am I too old for the beach club? Or you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, just come, I promise you're gonna have the best time. But the reality is you don't have to know anybody either. The nightlife, day life has really evolved. Now you can go online, you can see all of our artists, you can buy a ticket. You can even buy a ticket where you don't have to wait in line. Similar like a Disney-like experience. So we sell all different levels, and you can literally go online, look at all of our inventory and pick out your table, leave your deposit. So we make it very simple. It's really great to see our industry evolve in that way. So again, no matter what you're looking for, you can really find it all through the website, and then that'll connect you with a host here on property. We'll be more than happy to assist you with anything else that you need during your visit.
You really have a fast pass?
We sure do.
Tell us about the Fast Pass.
So you can buy a regular general admission, but you can buy a fast pass where you don't have to wait in line. And we've actually just started something with the new layout in the nightclub where not only do you get a fast pass, but there's an elevated experience where you get to be behind the DJ area, where you have your own private bar and access. So that's become really popular because, you know, a lot of times you want a VIP experience, but maybe you're by yourself or you're just with somebody else. It doesn't make sense to have a whole table, so you can buy into a VIP experience with a ticket. So, and again, it's all, you know, it's all prepaid, ready to go, and it's very easy for the guest to know what they're having and, you know, to make sure they know what they're getting into for the night, because maybe in the past you weren't sure if you were going to get in or what the situation at the door was going to be. All that's done now. You can purchase ahead and not have any issues.
Great tips. I remember the days when I would walk by during the day, whether it was walking by a day club or at night for a nightclub, when that line would just wrap around the corner. And there are still lines, but knowing that you can just, maybe pay a little extra to kind of skip the line.
Well, and I remember last week when I thought I was too old to go to a day club, and now my mind has changed. I just heard otherwise.
Right? We feel comfortable.
Happy birthday to
Still to come, we are with Luenell on her birthday. I would like to go to one of your parties. Look at me inviting myself.
Did you come through the 70s? Because if you didn't survive the 70s, you would never survive one of my parties.
That's why they call her the original bad girl of comedy. We head over to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club to chat with Luenell on her birthday, and Luenell also reveals her newfound love of hockey.
Wow. Keep it here.
Hi, everybody. I'm at the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas because apparently I'm ringing the bell at the Vegas Knights hockey game. I don't know about hockey.
California homeowners, was your home or property damaged by wildfires? Even if you have already filed an insurance claim and received a check, you may still be owed more compensation. Don't risk leaving money on the table. Call Galindo Law now for a free claim review. We'll tell you if your insurance company may still owe you compensation. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Check this out. out, comedian Luenell was serenaded with happy birthday by her audience as showgirls paraded up the aisle. This took place over at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, and that's where Luenell performs.
Yeah, we were over there for Luenell's special birthday performance, and she was absolutely hilarious as usual.
Before the show, we actually talked with the actress and comedian about a number of things: her Vegas residency, the possibility of hosting a late night show, and also becoming a Las Vegas sports fan.
That was a gas because I never thought I was going to enjoy hockey because I don't like to be cold. But I found that if you're in the cheap seats, you're down front because it's freezing down there. If you got money, you might have a suite or be way up here chilling and stuff. And I was up there in VIP, and they had a night, and they got a dragon, and they got showgirls and stuff. And the Golden Knights have got to be the best hockey team because they got all the best stuff. Well, when I came here, I didn't know anything about hockey, and I still don't know everything, but I'm having a lot of fun.
And how hard is it to crank that siren?
I almost threw my shoulder out right on camera, but I held it together. But I had to get acupuncture.
That's true professional right there.
Yeah.
Go through the pain and get acupuncture later.
Get her done. Get her done.
And we have season 4 of Hacks. What can you tell us? You don't have to give us any plot lines, but shooting the new season here in Las Vegas once again, what's that like, having that just be such a beloved show at this point and being part of that?
Well, kudos to the writers and the creators of Hacks, because typically in Hollywood they don't write for older women anymore. Then when they finally did write something for an older woman, look what happened. Emmy after Emmy after Emmy after Emmy after Emmy. The fact that it's about a female comic is based in Las Vegas, I feel like it's my life. I feel like they're doing my life, and so I have a very big connection with the show, working with Hannah, who is Lorraine Newman's daughter. I grew up on her mom and Saturday Night Live original cast, and then Jean Smart designing women. Whoever think I would share any scenes with her, like what are the odds, And I get to do that, and everybody gets along, and the directors are great. The writing is
it's amazing. It's pretty damn good.
Baby, that is a funny show. Funny and smart and touching and everything. And I'm proud to be affiliated. I hope they let me go to the Emmys next year, though.
I hope so.
They didn't let me go.
Oh. I know that there has been talk about a late night show. What are the developments on that?
Well, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I've hit a couple of walls, and I've had people who've had late night shows say that that it wasn't gonna happen. Because actually, I wanted to be on network TV, just late night, not on the streaming. Like how edgy can we get? Carson was pretty edgy. If you look back at what he was doing at the time he was doing, they were drinking real alcohol and everything like that right on TV. What's wrong with that? So, I sort of want to have something like that. But if I have to stream, that's fine, as long as I can just be me. And maybe that's where I belong more better, to be able to really be me. So it comes down to, if nobody is able to help me get one or do one for me, I'm gonna have to shoot it myself. I'll do like the kids, and I'll become a YouTube star. Dang it.
Well,
I'll be TikTok viral.
Whatever which way it happens, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it will be. It's going to happen. I have, it has been shown to me that it's going to happen one way or another. And when I put my mind to it, like, I never wanted to be anything else. I always wanted to be in entertainment from the time I was probably like 14 years old, maybe a little. Never had a plan B, never, ever. This was it, and so I have done that. And so if I want this show, I will have it.
It's a make it work thing.
Yes, it is. Now, what are you going to be doing? Because I'm going to need a co-star.
I will be there. I will be your Ed McMahon.
Would you?
I absolutely would.
Would you drink real liquor with me?
I absolutely would. Put some whiskey in a glass and I'm there.
Sign it, sign it. You already seen it on camera. Sign it, drop the contract.
Well, listen,
Awesome.
I am wishing that for you for your birthday
Thank
this
you.
year.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday. It's great to see you as
Thank you.
always.
Thank you so much.
And Dana, in honor of Luenell's birthday month, year, whatever we're celebrating, I have this.
Listen, there are a lot of sound effects in Luenell's show, and that might be one of them. She also loves to go pew, 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 pew. She is a riot. If you get a chance, go see her at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. She's a staple over there now.
Let's move up the strip a little bit, where Carrie Underwood has closed out her Reflection residency at Resorts World. More than 300,000 fans have filled the Resorts World Theater over the course of her 71 shows. Carrie Underwood kicked off that residency back in December of 2021.
Good run. Well, Mother's Day is coming up, and you might be looking for a memorable celebration. So you might want to consider this: Gospel Brunch at the House of Blues. It's a brunch of Southern specialties and breakfast classics. It starts at 10 a.m. as gospel and R&B music fill the room. On May 11th, all moms will be celebrated with a complimentary rose, too. You can get tickets at the House of Blues website.
Up next, Darius Rucker performs at the Olympia Company's Governor's Grand Bash. We have highlights coming up and details on when you can see him here in concert again in Las Vegas.
If your California home or property was damaged by wildfires and you've already filed an insurance claim, listen closely. You could still be owed more compensation, even if you have received an insurance check. Galindo Law is here to help you with a free claim review. Let us review your case and help you get the financial compensation you may deserve. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. The Olympia Company's just celebrated its 25th Governor's Black Tie Weekend.
Yeah, it was a big bash. The event raises millions of dollars for 8 local charities year after year. They do some incredible stuff. It includes golf at Southern Highlands Golf Club, a $1 million hole-in-one contest, a ladies' lunch with the First Lady of Nevada, and the Governor's Grand Bash, and so much more. This year's headliner was Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker put on a great show. This was over at the M Resort. And if you do want to see Rucker performing again here in Las Vegas, he'll be back in town at the Pearl Concert Theater over at the Palms on September 5th.
And if you want to catch up on any of our past television episodes, we put them all on our YouTube channel. You can go there and watch a whole year's worth of shows. Good stuff.
And follow us on our Vegas Revealed social media platforms all the time. And remember, we also have an audio podcast that's totally different from what you see here on TV. Scan that code and subscribe.
That was a jam-packed show, so we'll be back next week with more.